Let's analyze together Nvidia Corporation.
Let's see what's going on. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. And wow, look at this chart that we have right here. Monthly chart of Nvidia Corporation. Very interesting. We have the forecast right there of the Analysts of Wall Street. You know, the maximum plus 61%, $200. The average 3.70% more or less, $128. And the lowest one, it's incredible to see in this chart, you know, $15 minus 88% more or less. Insane number, you know, but who is going to guess it? You never know.
Wow, that's the lowest forecast I've ever seen, you know, especially in a stock that it had an incredible rally. You can clearly see right here in the last couple of years. We're talking about the rally of more than 1,000%. I mean, that's crazy. The thing is, like, who is this guy, you know, that is betting like a new bubble, new bearish bubble?
Maybe it's a mistake and he wanted to put like $150 and he missed that zero and it's $15. But you never know. Maybe he has or see, we don't know the reasons to do this, you know, to put that number there.
Well, at least in the past, you can clearly see that they happen, you know, but the thing is when it's going to happen is the most difficult thing to guess. But look at that. In 2002, it happened, and in 2007, it happened, but that was a market crisis. And this is like the overall risk. Guys, remember to subscribe to Trading HT. And this is, you know, the only risk that has Nvidia right now, like a market crash. If you think that Nvidia is going to crash just because it's going to do it, I don't think it's going to do it that way. I mean, if it crashes, it's because everything is crashing right at that particular moment.
Yeah, for instance, let's go to the daily chart first of all. And we can see very fast how is the day going right now, because it was like 0% when we started this video. Right now is up 0.70 more or less, approaching that 1% maybe. And it's interesting because this price has been going lower, as you can see with this candlestick pattern, and right now it's approaching to the highest part of it, and maybe it closes in green. We will wait and see how it ends. And let's go to the 4-hour chart to see now with more detail how is this price action. Very interesting. You know, the day started with a small gap to the upside. From there, this huge red candle to the downside, and from there the bearish action was clear. And this red line, sorry, this white line that Alvaro drew, it's very interesting, you know, because it seems like from that price the bulls started to enter again. So we are in this incredible battle right now. Will we reach new highs or will we visit lower prices? Let us know in the comments below. This is very interesting right now.
And this is very bullish. Look at the point of control right now is below the actual price action. So obviously everything, you know, around that area there was like a huge volume, and I think right now they are, you know, they are buying. They were buying around that area because in terms of risk management is the best position, you know, the best way to enter into Nvidia, because if it falls below 119, okay, that could be like a new bearish territory, but based on past experience. And that's important, guys. It's like when you compare Nvidia to a penny stock, it's not the same thing, because here everyone is winning, and that creates like a bullish move that is not common in penny stocks, you know, especially in penny stocks that are being like squeeze at the bottom.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation, you know, because we have been experiencing this clear uptrend and it didn't seem to have an end. And you know, this time I think it could be different, because as you can see right here, the 20th of June, you can see like the price action completely changed, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive red candles to the downside right here, continued with 1 green, and then another 6 red candles to the downside, you know. So a very bearish day, a very bearish week, we could say. And from there the price started to bounce, but from the area about 115 more or less, you can see right here at the end of May and the start of June, like here we have some clear price action, and around that level was also a lot of volume according to the volume profile. So very interesting moment, because I think like this will be a key area to decide. The investors will decide if they continue buying or if it's the moment, you know, to continue taking those profits if they had already at the top, and will be lower prices. I think it's a very interesting situation right now. It's the key moment, you know, these levels.
Yeah, I look at the fundamentals of Nvidia. They look really amazing, and that's another important factor to think that Nvidia is going to continue to go up, because if you see like the forecast is like, look at the estimates in the next quarters. We are talking about 0.70, 0.77, 0.80. So if we go then to the revenue, it happens the same. Look at that. We have an estimate in 2027 of 220 billion. If that
Yeah.
is actually the truth, and if it happens, and according to data, I don't see it, the contrary. Actually, the estimates are even better than the reported earnings normally in this stock. So if this forecast comes to reality,
Yeah, you
Nvidia is
mean
gonna
the
be
reported are better than the estimates?
exactly. If it happens, we're talking about Nvidia is gonna hit 150 again.
Yeah, it's interesting, to see that forecast, the EPS annual one. You can see completely insane. Like the profits would be huge if this happens. So we will wait and see because like the podium of the top three market cap stocks right now, Nvidia is the third. The second one is Microsoft, I think, and the first one is Apple. Or they are
Uh,
they are changing positions.
yeah,
Yeah,
they, they,
sorry,
they
the
have a
first is
huge.
Microsoft, the second is Apple, and the third Nvidia. But right now, I have the data right here from companiesmarketcap.com, and the market cap of Microsoft and Apple is like the same. You will change it like in the decimals, but Nvidia is a little bit lower right now. Like,
Yeah, because of correction.
um, yeah, exactly. So maybe that's also something that attracts investors, because it's not like that overvalued. We never know, but it's interesting to take into account that battle also for the podium because we have seen these last weeks completely the market completely changing around that situation. Nvidia reached the first one, if I'm not mistaken, and then they started to battle again for that podium.
Yeah, here the key takeaway here about this stock, even for Microsoft and Apple, is like follow the trend as long as it lasts. Because if you see like a huge market crash, these three stocks are gonna they're gonna crash like huge,
Yeah,
and you
I
don't
would
want to be
say.
there because they're overbought. You think in the long term they're overbought. I wouldn't be there if it happens. I mean, I would close my position right away.
Yeah, I would say you never know, of course, but friend is your friend
Friend is your
until
friend.
it ends.
Exactly. So here, look
Okay,
at that.
so
We have data from 2018, yeah, and between 2021 and 2022. Look at those various scenarios in Nvidia. It happened twice in the last 5 years. It's not that common, actually. Even in 2013, I don't see many corrections in this stock. The biggest two ones are these two, the one from 2018 and 2022. So obviously, if it happens again, that exactly, Enrique, that line that you drew, that huge wide line, that is your friend because it's your trend.
yeah, that's like the most obvious trend that we can spot from the lowest part, of sorry, the lower support levels. And we are using the logarithmic scale. If we change it and we use the
You
non-logarithmic
don't see
one,
anything.
yeah, the scenario is completely different, and you could say, okay, the trend line could be something like this maybe, but that's a different scenario because the
It's
price
not the same.
to reach that support would be 83, and it doesn't seem as stable as the other one. And also then we have a more vertical one like this, but it's completely different. That's why I prefer for long-term trades, like trading the daily, weekly chart, and this type of movements. I prefer the logarithmic scale. Let us know in the comments which one do you
I
prefer.
agree.
But personally, I see that it works a little bit better, at least with the support line and
Yeah, with
resistance level. You can see things more clear.
this parabolic upside is more difficult to analyze from the automatic chart, the normal chart, and actually there are other charts like that they other stocks that usually work for both charts, with dividends or stocks with like more normal moves, over the years. But here is like it's so parabolic that you cannot analyze the stock from the normal chart. You need the logarithmic to see the exact growth in percentage. So anything, guys, that you want to share, you have the comments right here below in the video description, and also remember to subscribe to Trading HT to watch more videos like this.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Welcome to Trading HD, amazing NVIDIA videos, and many more coming and also in the channel. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.